This reminds me of a medieval banquet where you have a whole table full of food and everyone tucking in.
No, no, no!
Halal Hangouts! Yes, we're here outside Abu Zaad, and up and down the country there are festive parties, festive feasts going on, and we've come here to take part in our very own festive feast. We've pre-booked a lamb at Abu Zaad restaurant. They've lovely prepared it. We're here with our fabulous friends to destroy this lamb. Abu, tell him what we're working with.
A whole lamb. A whole lamb. We're not going to finish it ourselves. We're going to need some help. We've got some killers here, some heavy hitters. We've got Hassan. Hassan, how hungry are you?
I'm very, very hungry.
All right, Shazim, tell me about yourself.
So I've been waiting the whole day for this, and I haven't eaten no breakfast, no lunch.
ASL.
Kill
Sounds
this
like a hostage
lamb.
tape.
Yeah.
And are you single?
I am single. My name's Shazim. I'm a successful forex trader, and if you're looking,
Inshallah, get this brother married. And then Sticky Icky, how hungry are you?
Starving.
How
Gonna
single are you?
murder this lamb.
Wait. We've got the
right,
big boss himself.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Big boss.
Right, we need help. We need help with this lamb.
We need help with this lamb, and there's only a few people.
It's getting a bit offensive.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's go caveman on this, man. Come on.
The intrepidation is building. A whole leg, forget whole leg, a whole lamb is about to come out in true Middle Eastern fashion. I just can't wait. The anticipation's building up.
Jingle with me, baby. Jingle with me, baby.
Firstly, the lamb is placed into a huge pot, and I mean this pot is huge. The lamb dances around a little bit. Once the lamb beds into position, it's dressed with herbs and spices, lemons and onions, and hosed down to create a lovely stewing mixture. The lamb is stewed for an hour to allow that flavour to permeate in to the skin. Once stewed, the lamb is moved over to a tray and wrapped with foil to lock in the moisture for the next step, which is roasting. The lamb is moved into the oven where it roasts for about an hour. While the lamb is cooking, the chef prepares the coating for the lamb that will give the skin its crispy texture and deep flavour. Before any big night out, you need a massage, and the lamb definitely gets a massage with all that beautiful marinade massaged in to the skin. This lamb is showered with heated butter or ghee. Listen to that crackling sound. Delicious. Now, what you've been waiting for, it's showtime. Look at that meat just dropping off. Fantastic, perfectly cooked. This reminds me of a medieval banquet where you have a whole table full of food and everyone tucking in. Something very human about just people eating meat. Amazing, amazing stuff.
Jingle with me, baby. Jingle with me, baby.
So we've just finished our festive feast. Bellies are full, eyes are growing weary. I mean, this was a feast of feasts. The hummus was probably one of the best. The best.
Yeah.
Creamy, it was thick, it had a lovely flavour to it. It wasn't like oily and stodgy. All that chickpea sort of tahini goodness that you get from hummus, it kind of blew my mind. And when they put little bits of shawarma in it, so they put some chicken in it, it just added that extra flavour and dimension.
Wait, I could barely move. I mean, that was a heavy munch. When we talk about starters, the baba ganoush for me, man, that was really good. Smoky baba ganoush.
Do you know, you never think you'd hear me say it. I think the salads were really fresh. You know, sometimes you go to a place and you feel like salad's been left out all day. It didn't feel like that. It was cold, it was fresh, but it broke things up nicely.
We've danced around it, but let's talk about that lamb. That huge, roasted, beautiful, tender, succulent lamb. I can see you reminiscing.
He said, I don't think I ever want to see lamb again, but not in a bad way. For me, it was all about the skin. That's where the flavour was. But the marinade they put on the lamb, on the skin, was beautiful with the slight crispy burnt bits as well. You can't knock that.
So, Boo, let's talk about your meat.
The munch, now, that lamb, yep, it was really good. And along with the lamb, we had chicken as well. I probably preferred that. Real tender, slow-cooked chicken. That was beautiful. Probably on a char grill because it had a bit of smoky taste to it.
So the lamb, we've had this kind of lamb before, but you know they cooked it perfectly. It was not overcooked, so not rubbery, not like dry, and it wasn't undercooked. It wasn't overly pink and kind of meaty, so it was just perfect. So Corey, have you had food like this before?
Corey, behind the mic, tell us what your experiences were.
Hi guys, I'm Corey. My experience with the lamb, well, it was breathtaking if I'm honest. Like the meat was so succulent. Hassan mentioned that the skin, if you look back at the footage, it was so crispy because like they get this ghee, it's like this hot cow fat, and they drizzle it over the already marinated lamb to make it extra crispy, and so like the meat inside is still succulent, and it just all comes together, like the cinnamon, all the other spices, just amazing. I loved it personally.
So
Bit of insight there from Corey, because Corey was behind the scenes with the chef cooking.
Corey's been working on the channel for a long while, and we're going to see a little bit more of Corey. Maybe in the next videos, just getting that fresh perspective, a different lens on the kind of food that we've been tasting. What are we rating this?
Look, all of the individual elements of the food, all the dishes, they were great. Combine the whole experience with the big lamb, it has to be a 5-star experience, right?
I think
The food is a 5-star.
normally I don't rate presentation too much, but that lamb was a showstopper. Everyone in the restaurant's heads were turning. In the middle of a table, if you've got a big feast going on, it's spectacular. It's special to order it.
Definitely. All right. So 5-star food. Service. What do you think?
I can't fault them. Anytime we wanted a drink, anytime we wanted anything topping up, they were there.
Yeah, we had 2 or 3 waiting staff coming and going, so yeah, it was really good service.
And just a disclosure, you know, we are hosted by Abu Zaad, and you know they wanted to give us their premier sort of party experience, and they definitely did that. So service was perfect.
That lamb would easily feed 12 people, right? What are you saying?
Or maybe more, to be honest, because I think there was some left over, wasn't there? The neck was left.
15, 16 people. We had some heavy hitters out tonight. You know, some real lamb destroyers, and you know we got through it. So there you have it, Halal Hangouts, Abu Zaad restaurant. It's been going for years, and it's still going strong. Thank you, Abu Zaad. Remember to
Obviously, like the video. If you want to see more of this content, definitely subscribe and ping that notification bell so you get those alerts, because we do post very frequently. You're not pinging the bell, that's why you're not seeing it.
And that's it. Peace. We're out.